Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, excuse me, clear my throat. I've been having this lurgy that's been going about. Anyway, happy 2013, everyone. And it scares me when I think how old I'm going to be this year. Sorry I've left it a while since I've recorded my last message. You know what Christmas is like. I'm going to talk about one of my favourite subject areas, the press, and how they report things on trans issues. I'm going to give an example of a story the Daily Star printed. Now, you've been wondering what an intellectual nutcase like me is reading the Daily Star for. And I have to hold my hands up. I am a great big fan of Big Brother and Daily Star reports as linked with Big Brother. It's no other sadder reason than that. I will usually read something sensible like the Daily Mirror, being a left-wing socialist bitch. The Daily Star and the Sun would be something I wouldn't even use at the bottom of my cat's litter box or to wipe my non-existent arse with. But for Big Brother news, I will buy the Daily Star. Anyway, they've reported a story. This is what the story says. Have you seen this? I want NHS to pay for Harry's sex swap. This is Harry Styles, the singer from that shit band One Direction, come from X Factor. And the story's concerning someone born female at birth and identifies as a trans man. They have got a big obsession with Harry Styles. Usually when you're trans and younger and you're finding who you are, you tend to have a fixation towards someone well known because it gives you an idea of what you would want to look like. However, the way the Daily Star has written this story would have you believe, and as it says, I want the NHS to pay for Harry's sex swap, for me to look like Harry Styles from One Direction. It doesn't work out like that. You don't go in to see your GP and say, do you know what? I want to look like this person. Can I have a sex swap, please? And while you're at it, can you make me look like such and such? From when I went to see my GP to request my start of my gender reassignment surgery, it took me 3 years till I got to my first surgery date. It got interrupted by a little thing called cancer, which I recovered from, and then I went to Thailand, got my own surgery. But back to the subject matter in hand. And even when I saw my GP, I didn't say, oh, and could I look like Betty Page, please? You know, you don't go through and request, and also, can you have facial plastic surgery? The GP will quite rightly refer you on to a gender identity clinic. First, you will go to your local mental health, just to make sure that you don't hear voices and stuff like that. And then through a process of seeing gender identity consultants who are psychiatrists, who are experts in people like myself, who have a wish to transition our physical body, and then they gauge our state of being. And we go through a process of first having to live in the gender that we would like to be before we have surgery for 2 years. And it's a good, and it's actually a safe method. So when you read shit like this, it doesn't happen like that. They continually refer to him in the wrong pronouns. Keep having to remind us what the person's previous name was. Keep referring to as her. It's actually a he. He identifies as him. There's been another story, but unfortunately I did have to use that as the base for my cat's litter box, and that was of a ex-football hooligan who's going through gender reassignment, and that's from male to female. And we're speaking about issues they had with being very, very violent in the past, and not uncommon. Some trans women have been soldiers in the past, or things, because they're very, very uncomfortable with coping with what is seen as unacceptable feelings of wanting to be a woman. Anyway, I'm just checking my mic is working, and it is. And it was quite a good little story. But one paper, Daily Star, shit again. Yes, but reports on Big Brother kept telling us that this was a him, and that it was the words like sex swap and all the other usual shit. And to be fair, the other paper, Daily Mirror, was a bit more sensitive, did use the word gender reassignment, did refer to her as she, etc., etc. So it just kind of misguides people that that you wake up, you feel a bit pissed off, and you go to see your doctor, and you say, do you know what, doctor, I feel really fucked off, and I want to look like Cat from EastEnders. So I'll tell you what, can I just fucking have that done on the NHS? But it fucking doesn't work out like that. So papers, when you report it, get it right. This is me wearing one of my Christmas presents, my lovely little cat hat with lovely little paws, reporting out. Love and peace to everyone. And follow me on Twitter, LucyM12. Thank you. Bye.